It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple of offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, veteran, he's 6'3", out of Central Michigan. It's Cooper Rush.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Rush. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
First and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Here's DeVito. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now the rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now DeVito. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. DeVito. He's got it at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They'll try zone read on 1st and goal. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Rush. He gets to Jonathan Mingo. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Rush. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Rush. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. In the first half, it was quarterback Tommy DeVito doing his thing. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, DeVito. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Sending a receiver right. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Third and 5. Throwing is DeVito. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Rush to throw. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Throwing is Rush. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now, Rush. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Second down and 8. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw, here's DeVito. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Is DeVito. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Giants sending out their punter. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Now, man, back for his 2nd go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now Dowdle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Rush. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's Rush. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.